Assalamu alaikum viewers, I'm Zubia Irfan. Welcome to another show of CxO Talk. As you know, it's a knowledge-sharing platform for all the C-level across the Pakistan and around the globe. Every time we invite some interesting personalities in our show. Today we are honored to have Mr. Faizan Ahmed with us. Mr. Faizan Ahmed is an expert in IT governance, information security, and IT audit. With extensive experience in securing and managing IT systems, he helps organizations enhance cybersecurity, compliance, and risk management. Let's hear his insights on IT security and governance in today's digital world. So, Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Fazan.
Walaikum assalam. Thank you for having me, Zubia. Thank you,
Welcome to the
CxO
show
Forum.
and thank you very much for sparing some time from your busy schedule.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Fazan, I would request to give a brief introduction to our viewers and your role within your organization.
Okay. When it comes to my introduction, this is Faizan Ahmed. I am actually currently the Group CISO and Director Technology Risk Advisory here at AJMS Global UAE. The company is headquartered in UAE, but now we are managing and we are functioning in 9 countries all across the GCC as well as India and Pakistan.
Okay.
Earlier, I started off my education from FAST Karachi campus in computer sciences. Later, I have done my masters as well in computer networks and security from FAST Karachi campus. And I started my career from Deloitte, Pakistan. Later, I moved
Nice.
to financial technology companies. I have already been a head of information security for credit bureaus in Pakistan and a technology company as well. And 2.5 years ago, I would say 3 years ago, I came to Dubai as
Right.
the senior manager for security and technology risk advisory here at AJMS Global.
Excellent. Excellent. So, what inspired you to specialize in IT governance and security?
Okay, for that, I would want to tell you a story. So when you're
Okay.
talking about IT governance and security, this is something that is common for every organization, and a genuine need for every organization. Now, if you have, no matter what business you are into, okay, no matter what business you are into, no matter what roles and roles you play in the market, you definitely need two things. One is the IT governance, that your technology is aligned with the structure and the strategy of the organization and the business functions. And security, no matter what you do, you need to
Right.
protect your information, right? These things. So the story what I was about to tell you was that I always wanted to be in an organized in a field that is fit for all, and I'm not like limiting myself into one specific bracket. So when I actually started off my career, I had multiple opportunities. It was in data sciences, it was specifically in development and everything else, like all the computer science graduates do. However, what I thought of was to pursue something that everybody needs, and this is actually the shortest path. I would say, and I would use your platform to comment on that. That this is actually the shortest path to reach the highest level. I would definitely comment on that. So, because governance is managing the entire structure of the IT and security is protecting your entire information. Everybody needs that. The C level, the executives, the boards, they always look into these two aspects. Whether they're looking into any technology development or not, they will definitely look into these two aspects. So, this is why I actually started off with IT governance and security.
Right, right. So, what are the biggest cybersecurity threats organization face?
Okay, if I comment on that, there are actually three key elements to the cybersecurity: the people,
Okay.
processes, and technology.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when it comes to the processes and the technology, there are some things that you can do as a CISO. There are some things that I can do to protect these. I can make the best processes. I can implement the better and the required optimized technology. However, when it comes to people, I cannot train all the people all the time. So the weakest link, or the weakest, or the most prone error that we have in cybersecurity are the people. For example, my company has more than 1,000 employees right now. I cannot teach every employee how to open their emails and not to click on a phishing link. What I can do is I can provide security awareness training, make them learn, do that periodically, but still. there are things that you cannot 100% ensure, and the people are actually that link that you cannot 100% ensure.
Hmm. Right, right. So, how can companies improve their IT security posture?
By investing.
Okay.
Honestly, what happens is that the organizations, they only invest in cybersecurity after something bad has happened. For example,
Right.
when there is when an attack has happened, the things are compromised, everything is done, then they start to realize that this is the area we did not actually invest on, and that's the reason why
Hmm.
we had this big of an issue. So for many organizations, what I actually recommend is cybersecurity is not a reactive thing; it is a proactive thing. You have to make sure that you are proactively managed, addressed, and prepared to address all those circumstances of threats, of hacking attempts, and all those. Rather than after investing after everything has happened will actually end up in your operational loss, in financial loss, in reputational loss. The people get to know about that this organization is not secure enough. So
Hmm.
there are actually major problems that get created after the attack. So I would suggest that for all the companies, they should invest timely in cybersecurity.
Very right, very right. So, what role does IT auditing play in risk management?
Okay, when it comes to IT audit, now we are slightly deviating from cybersecurity because I'm also
Mm-hmm.
managing the IT risk advisory practice. So I'm looking into that IT audit and everything
Mm-hmm.
in my domain.
Mm-hmm.
So IT audit is actually, I would say, the basics for risk management. How I'm saying that, because risk management, when there is a technology risk, all the audit activities that are
Mm-hmm.
conducted are based on the risk
Mm-hmm.
based approach. So what they do is first identify the technology risks and then plan whatever they are supposed to do with that risk. How many risks that they can accept, what they can transfer, what they can mitigate, what they can avoid, everything like that. So everything when it comes to the technology tech or IT audit, it is all based on the risk management. You're like focusing on the risk, identifying the risk proactively, and ensuring that the risk is addressed before something actually happens.
Right, right. So, what common mistakes do businesses make in cybersecurity?
Okay, like I answered in my previous questions as well, there are two mistakes. One, they do not make their people learn.
Okay,
So
yes.
the weak link, the weakest link is all are always the people. And if the people are not aware or are not confident enough or do not know how to respond in a certain situation, that is where actually you do not the businesses or the companies do not actually invest in a timely manner. The other thing
Mm-hmm.
is that they do not invest overall in the security posture as well until and unless something bad happens. So there
Right.
are what you can do is you can first make sure that you have a cyber information security management system kind of a thing, and you know what and how you are supposed to manage the IT as well as the information security, the IS, along with the business strategy. So these two are the common elements for the business. This is
Right.
how the organization should function and move forward.
Okay, okay. So, what are some of the key accomplishments in your career that you are most proud of?
Okay, well, I have a few accomplishments, uh, but uh, I would say that the accomplishment I can brag about actually would be that when I came to Dubai in AJMS Global, we had a limited set of teams and we were only working for a very limited specific region.
Mm-hmm.
And we were only focused on only a few activities. Like we only used to do the company actually used to do the IT audit and a few more activities only. And now we have a team of more than 30 people all around the globe, in which more than 15 people are in the GCC only. And we are actually working on multiple projects, multiple aspects. And throughout this journey of mine in the last 3 years, this has actually been successful. We are working on IT audits, ISO certifications, business continuity management, data governance, data
Mhm.
management.
Mhm.
We are working with one of the with the biggest names in UAE as well as in the entire GCC. So this is, I would say, would be the biggest achievement. And the team that I actually brought in and was successful enough to give good results. So I would say that my accomplishment is not just mine. It's a whole effort. It's a team effort, and it's the companies that the management, the senior management, their trust and their support.
Excellent, excellent. So, Mr. Faizan, what are the biggest challenges you have faced in your career, and how have you successfully overcome them?
Okay, the biggest challenge you face is never about even in the technology sector. The biggest challenge you face is not the technology. It's always people management. How you
Right.
negotiate, how you deal, how you manage, how you lead. That is the most important thing that you always focus on. And that is the most difficult thing because these things are not taught in books, or you don't actually get to learn these by reading articles or by visiting university classes. These things are not actually taught there. This is how you get through the experience. So when it comes to the people management, you really need to understand that there are always two or three aspects to the people management. One is your client. How, what exactly does the client want? So if you're not even capable of understanding the exact problem statement, you're not able to help them out. You're not able
Absolutely.
to provide them with what they actually require. So that's the first thing. Now, in the people management comes your own resources. Now you need to understand which resource has what capabilities or qualities that this person can actually fulfill the requirement of the client. Now you have to make sure what the client wants, number one, and what your resources are capable of, number two. And then you have to make a match. So this is the people management is actually very difficult because the client requirements always keeps changing. So and the resources, they are occupied in more than one project. So you have to actually manage their time, the client's time. You have to actually manage the requirements of the client, the things the team wants. So this is actually the difficult aspect. Otherwise, when it comes to technology, when it comes to the processes, everybody can learn. It just takes time.
Right, right. So, Mr. Faizan, in the end, I would like to ask, how do you think CxO Global Forum will impact your professional journey and the industry you are in?
Well, I would say that CXO is a great initiative and it will actually act as a catalyst for those people who want to network and meet and grow in this community. So, CXO Forum has been actively participating in my networking and interaction with many people. I've got to know many people through this forum, and this is actually a great initiative that would actually help not just us but also and the entire globe, the community spread out over the entire globe. So basically, we are not interconnected so strongly. We have LinkedIn, we have other platforms, but that those platforms do not connect you directly. They're just like a job-seeking platforms. So CXO Forum is much more than that. CXO Forum is making people talk to each other, making people understand each other's problems, making people grow together. So yes, this is actually acting as a catalyst in the networking and growth.
Mr. Faizan, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us. And we wish you more and more success in your life. And it has been a very insightful discussion with you. I hope our viewers will learn a lot from it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, viewers, this is it for today. Inshallah, see you soon with some another amazing personality. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.